Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Yeah. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Yeah. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah. That's what they call us. When I call brothers, it's the iBall brothers. Yeah. Loyalty, love, and respect.
Yep. Salute to the subscribers. Back with another episode. iBall Network Podcast. I'm your host, Nate Leaks. I got my guys with me. It's episode 93 right here. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. All the subscribers, all the streamers. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and stream us on all platforms. Type in the iBall Network and you will find us. I got my guys in the building. My guy Scoob back in the building. What's good, my G?
Hey, what it do, man? iBall Network. You ain't got to like it, but you got to respect it.
Yes, sir. All day. What's good, my G? What's up, Mace? How you?
And we back in the building, man. Back with the content, back getting it popping. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. Back in the algorithm. So, yeah, man, let's get straight to it, man. We got a lot of dope topics to get into, like we always do. Let's talk about the Sixers, man. I know y'all want to talk about the Sixers. So, what's the nickname for the Sixers, man? It's been since Joel Embiid came in the league.
Process, man.
All right, so the process is it over with, man? Talk about
It's been over. We're doing been over, man. The process been done.
Get him out of here, bro.
Ben Simmons was a part of the process, so
Technically, once Markel was done, the process was over. Technically, that was the process. Markel, Ben, wasn't it Markel, Ben?
Markel.
No, Jahlil Okafor was original. Wasn't Jahlil Okafor was the first part of the process?
Yeah, that was a part of it too.
Yeah, he was the first part of the process with Jahlil Okafor. Once he was gone, that was pretty much the end of the process. That being funny because who's left from the process? Joel Embiid? Like, that's not a process because if you did all that to get an injury-prone superstar who don't play in the playoffs, like then the process failed. Like, what are we supposed to say here?
Yeah, you got to blow the Sixers up. Joel Embiid's got to go. He don't look like himself, and I guess it's because of injuries. He looks like how he did in the Olympics, though. Remember we was talking about, like, yo, Joel looks all slow and out of shape and maybe hurt. I'm not going to use the injury excuse, you know. I just feel like he's out of shape. He probably ran himself into the ground trying to lead the league in scoring and win the MVP the last few years. And, you know, we joked about that was his championship, but you know, the way he been acting since he won the MVP, it looked like that was really his championship. He felt like he made it after that. And if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I definitely think it's time to blow the Sixers up. They got Tyrese Maxey and Paul George, and we know Joel never plays half the time. And they've been trash when all three of them play and when two of them play. So I feel like they're going to take this year. I think we're seeing the beginning of a tank season, especially with a great draft coming up next year. The Sixers are going to find an excuse to go ahead and sit everybody one by one. But it's going to be hard because they got so many good players. But Paul George just got hurt. Joel's already said he wasn't going to play half the games this year. You can tell he's mad about that 65-game rule. So, and then Maxey's going to play, but you ain't going to win no games if you just the only one out there chucking shots all year. So I say go ahead and blow it up, even though you just blew all of that money on Paul George. So, you know, and how you going to flip that contract at, what is he, like 33 years old or something like that? That's going to be tough to flip that contract. So how you feeling, Scoop?
Man, grab the detonator, get as far away from the niggas as you can, press the button, blow the niggas the fuck up. I mean, we went from talking about how Joel Embiid was one of the most skilled centers in the NBA to calling him Olajuwon 2.0. And to be honest with you, as far as skill set is concerned, he's very versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like prime Joel Embiid, if you're getting the max out of Joel Embiid, he can't be fucked with. He really cannot be fucked with, especially when he added And the only thing that pissed me off about Joel Embiid's game is he only added a long ball to his game out of necessity because Ben Simmons wouldn't shoot. And it's like you're a 7-footer who got the footwork, who got the post moves, who commands a double team, but you can't even punish niggas in the paint like you're supposed to because you got a nigga who refuses to shoot the ball. So he developed the 3-ball out of necessity. And Tyrese Maxey's development, he's turning into a young star in the making. I'm not gonna say I thought. I was hopeful that Paul George going over there would steer that franchise in the right direction. But now he looking iffy. He looking like a packet at mid. And it's just like, bro, at this point, I understand shit takes time. Nothing is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Shit ain't just gonna start clicking overnight. But it when you decline that fast, when you start dive bombing that motherfucking fast, it's just like, hey man, just blow them niggas the fuck up.
Yeah, and Paul George is averaging 16 points on and 38% shooting, 28% from three, with 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3.4 turnovers. And we're talking about, I mean, he hasn't played, but I don't know how many games, but and then Joel Embiid's averaging 14 points. Paul George looking like Tobias Harris. Like,
Hey man, I'm glad you said it because
I feel like
that's
you
where I was going to go with
to
this.
say that shit.
I was literally about to say that as soon as you stopped talking. I was like, we've seen this show before. It's called Tobias Harris.
hey, literally, bro. Like you got traded. Tobias got traded, and Paul George got like $800 million to do the exact same thing. Tobias,
Same number, same everything. Just him. He's Tobias Harris, bro. But with injuries right now.
and Joel's averaging 14 points on 32% shooting and 15% from three right now, dogs.
That is terrible.
Yeah. So 4 assists, 6 rebounds for Joel. My thing about Joel, there's no more excuses for Joel after this year.
Nope.
Joel Embiid is, like you said earlier, Scoob, he's 7 foot, but you're 7 feet in a bunch of 6'8" centers NBA. Like there's no big man no more. So that's really why he's been dominating as much
You're
as
getting guarded by Draymond.
yeah, Draymond, and that's a really good defender in this era. That's like he's like the GOAT defender they be acting like in this era. And he's 6'7", you know. And so if that's Joel Embiid's toughest competition, man, I'm just not impressed by nothing that he's done, honestly, man. I'm impressed by him winning MVP slightly, but I mean, even the MVPs, bro. Him, Joker, we could have argued that they could have had each other's MVPs and stuff like that. I'm just the whole MVP trophy just don't make any sense anymore. So we just need to just do away with it or recalibrate the format or something. I just think, like I said before, we have to remove the media from MVP voting. It just has to be. Let the players and the coaches and the GMs vote, if anything. And then whatever they come up with, I will be satisfied with whatever the results is more than the media. Because the media results have never made sense. And all they do is snub certain people and they go off of numbers one year, they go off of the wins the next year. And we can't say definitively no year, like, all right, this year is because of this year is because of that. Like, we can't do that. So Joel Embiid and a lot of these dudes like Jokic, he has like what, 3 MVPs? He like that fourth one because he's going crazy this year, statistically on court. But I just don't like the MVP trophy, bro. It makes guys like Joel Embiid act like he does, and I don't necessarily know if he earned it. And I don't like the 7 foot. I just don't like the whole format of the league. You know, I guess we'll get into that in another topic, but the format of it right now is just whack. And Joel Embiid knows that. He's like, bro, I can go out here and eat 5 cheeseburgers before the game and still drop 40 on these niggas because they're too small. But then them same 5 cheeseburgers will have him hurt for 5 weeks. So yeah, I'm done with the Sixers, bro. Blow the Sixers up, like Scoop said. And yeah, they all looking like some bag runners right now, bro. We're gonna update the running off with the bag list. But Paul George is on it like a motherfucker right now. Joel Embiid, you've been on it. And yeah, Maxi's the only positive thing. Oh, and Jared McCain.
Yeah, he been hooping, bro.
Yeah, positive things I could say about Sixers right now, but they're horrible. And in the Eastern Conference is the worst as it's ever been. So even if Paul George and Joel Embiid and Maxey got some nuts about themselves, they should be able to be like, even as bad as we are, we still can come back and make the playoffs and get in a good seed and still make some noise. So, but it's just sad right now, G. So let's slide to the next topic if y'all ain't got nothing else on that.
No.
All right, so now let's talk about this All-Star game format. So speaking of trying to, save something that's a dying thing, I think they should just let it go. The All-Star game is no more. It's not been fun to watch for like 15 years, like literally. Maybe like 10.
Oh, you stretching, bro. I was like 15
When the
years.
last All-Star game you was really intrigued by? Please tell me.
The last one Kobe played in.
Okay, so 9, 10 years.
Yeah, you said 15. I was like, this is a stretch, bro.
Yeah, even them last few that Kobe played in, though, they stopped playing defense till like the last 4 or 5. That's what I'm saying. He has been about 15 for
And
me.
he even said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was mad about it. And they started scoring 150, 60 points when Kobe was still playing. So, but I just the All-Star game is just trash. The All-Star weekend is trash. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing entertaining about it. Most niggas be doing other shit besides watching it. Like we used to always be tuned into the TV no matter what. All of us, the whole weekend, from Friday to Sunday. We was even watching the celebrity joint on Friday. And nowadays it's like, oh shit, the All-Star game this weekend? Like a dead ass don't even be thinking about it and don't be remembering. The dunk contest is always underwhelming. But this new format they got, it has the 4 teams of 8 players, 3 All-Star teams, and the winner of the Rising Stars game is going to be the fourth team. And then those teams will face each other in a semifinal game, played up to 40 points, and the winners advance to the final game, which will be played up to 25 points. Who wants to watch that shit, my nigga?
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
That shit is stupid, bro. That shit is it's just a made up AAU bullshit. That's
Like,
because they're trying to give incentive to the players to want to get excited or want to play. And I heard they might have winnings and prizes and shit like that.
So
I
now
mean,
we have an in season tournament. Now we have an All Star Weekend tournament, and now we have a playoff tournament.
come
Sean
on.
McCann said it best, bro. These niggas are strippers at this point. You just gotta throw them a little extra, then they'll dance. They'll dance a little harder. You know what I'm saying? If you keep throwing some more at them, but you're getting the regular though, bro. You're getting the mid.
And speaking of incentive, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I remember when they first decided to change the All-Star game format to we're gonna give y'all a target point total to play for. Initially, I was skeptical about it, but then I was like, you know what? I kind of fucks with that because that's just gonna force them niggas to start hooping now. Like it's not just okay, we're going out there for 48 minutes. We just got to play the clock. After the second half, there was like, look, y'all point totals equaled up to this, so the first team to get to this number wins the game. And it actually made the game a little bit more competitive. Like, okay, we can't just bullshit because there's X amount of time left on the clock. Like we actually got to get out there and reach this number. But I mean, and I was like,
The same thing as if you
and it was
gotta
cool.
score more points than the other team at some point. It's like the same mindset when I'm out there, or if you're out there, it's like, I know I gotta get to 50 points. I know I gotta have more points than them at the end of this many minutes. So to me, it's the same thing. But go ahead, my bad.
But I mean, outside of that, All Star Weekend definitely does not have the same effect on me as a viewer, as a consumer, as a person who loves the NBA, who loves watching basketball. It's not the same no more, bro. Like niggas ain't pre setting their DVRs and shit like that no more. Niggas ain't making it a point to give their job a lame ass excuse to leave early to get to the crib. Like it just don't have that effect no more, bro.
Yeah. How you feel, Mace?
Um, The only way to fix the All-Star game is to make it mean something to them. Like we had this discussion before, like the MLB All-Star game. Remember, there's a point was to do it where seeding matter. You know what I'm saying? Whoever won the East versus the West, you know what I'm saying? That's whose home series came with advantage. You feel me? Like it's got to mean something. If it doesn't mean nothing to them, because you got to think, what does it mean? Oh, we're going to give you $1 million prize. They can afford to pay $2 million not to play. Like they have enough money to do that. We'll give you $1 million if you win. How about this? I give you 1.5 and let me stay home. like they can afford that kind of stuff. So what are you going to do? They have no incentive, and then after that, it's not even a pickup game anymore because at least in the pickup game you're trying, they're now actively trying not to get hurt. Like literally, they're like, never mind defense. You saw it last year. It was stupid. Like they would just literally stand out there on the 3-point line, letting like Leonard's go that lane and just do what he wanted to do. And even the dunks has come down because they don't want to come down too hard and hurt themselves. So they basically doing just like drop in dunks and walking away. And it's like, it's just stupid, bro. It don't make no sense. If you got to give them something to play, give them something to play for, like I said, or get rid of it all the way. At this point, it goes back to what we always say. It's just them slapping the consumer in the face, like, oh, y'all gonna watch it, so we're gonna put it on. Like, no, stop watching, stop putting it on. Even when they start doing the skills challenge where they started mixing women and all that stuff. No disrespect to WNBA, we love you guys, but like that didn't make anyone go, oh, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I can see? I don't know her name on the court with Steph Curry. No one cared. Like I'm not being rude, but no one cared. It was an exciting thing. So it's like, why was that an idea? If it's not exciting to watch the WNBA, what made you think pairing with the NBA during the All Star week is going to obviously make you go, oh, well, this is what we want to see now. We can't name that. This is just stupid. So I think that the slam dunk contest, that is the only thing. The 3-point shooting contest, I give them that. And the slam dunk contest is the only thing that's salvageable. And the reason I say it's salvageable is because there's so many great dunkers. We'll say around the world. We'll say around the world. I don't agree with Stephen A. Smith often, but he made a good point. Did you hear what he said about the slam dunk contest?
Mm-hmm.
He said what we should do, players, like find the best, like us as fans, we find the best dunkers we've ever seen. You've seen some of the videos we find. Have the NBA players sponsor those people to come in for the tournament and put an incentive amount of money up for their person to win. And when they win, they get the prize. So if you think of all these dudes who will never get the chance to dunk that we watch on YouTube, imagine putting them in a slam dunk contest and having somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now that means something because these dudes want to win. They're on national TV. They're here to win. They've been on YouTube for the last 10 years. Now you're going to give them a chance to show out and show up because in their mind, this might be my chance at a contract. This is my chance at recognition. Like you take somebody like that, like remember the and one days when it was dunking? Now imagine you take those dudes now, put 10 of them on the court, winner gets $500,000 a trophy, you know what I'm saying? And you think they're gonna front flip out the building for that. And that would be dope if you have the best hoopers, like the best NBA players, like, oh, representing Team Giannis, that we got so from Atlanta, and you know what I'm saying, he's put the money up and they shot the highlight videos. That'll be dope, bro. Like that'll go back to the old school game. Like, yeah, that'll be fire. And I think that'll be the best thing they could do. And the 3-point contest is always gonna be up because no matter what, ain't nobody trying to get smoked in a shootout. Like, let's be clear, that's the truth. Like slam dunk, whatever, but in a shootout, that's big. Like, ain't nobody about to go out there and be like, oh, shootout didn't matter. Like, nah, you ain't about to like 28-2 me. Like, you got me confused. Like, that's the only thing that's salvageable to me. After that, they might as well throw the rest away. It could be a 1-day event for 4 hours and that's it. And they can get it.
Yeah, I agree. Only thing about the dunk contest, I agree with everything you said, but that just makes it not an NBA dunk contest. So we have to just I think they should just call it something else because dunk contest at this point. Call it the dunk contest or something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta do something like that. And the only reason I say
not even go ahead.
Nope, that's why I said the only reason they use NBA players because, like you said, it'll give it the NBA dunk contest because they're sponsored by NBA players. But I'm with you. Don't call it that. Don't call it that. Call it something else like the global dunk. Like something, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Give it something crazy. Now bring it back to game.
Yeah, and just remove the NBA player. They should not even be able to get the clout off of these dudes. Like, just go grab. We know who the best dunkers are. I could name them niggas right now if I wanted to. But there's like at least 10 major, super high level dunkers in the world that on a super duper show, like you said, and the ratings will go through the roof. And then be just every year, let's just bring in new dunkers from the regular world. And they should just call them NBA dunkers. How about the NBA just sponsor
Yeah.
dunkers just for the dunk contest. That would be smart. Man, first of all, we giving the NBA too much game right now.
I
Y'all
mean,
know,
they're not gonna do it anyway, but this is the truth. This is
right,
how
that's
you
true.
fix it. You're right.
Yeah, but we giving y'all too much gambling that y'all not paying for. But honestly, that's what the fans would rather see is the NBA, the regular dunkers at the NBA platform. But and also what the NBA is not going to do because of the players are just not that competitive. Because it doesn't matter how many suggestions that all of us come up with that are good to fix the All-Star game, they're not actually going to do it because they're not that competitive no more. Because like I was going to say. Because remember back in the day, they added the dunk contest, like Dominique and Days. They added it so that they could bring more excitement and give clout to the players that didn't get that much love and who could jump out the gym. And then like so nowadays you could do something like that by having a one-on-one tournament or a king of the court tournament and stuff like that and bring light to these because I know a lot of the younger dudes would want to do that. I think they should add a king of the court or a one-on-one tournament. And we know we won't see Steph Curry versus Kyrie Irving or LeBron versus KD. But it will see Jared McCain versus Tyrese Maxey's and shit like that, or Tyler Hero might come out there or something like that.
Got real play for sure.
Somebody gonna have somebody on their
Kyrie will,
roster pull up.
Jaylen Brown, because Jaylen Brown,
Kyrie hoop for sure. Jaylen Brown will they'll be out.
Jaylen Brown went to the big three, so we know he'll want to do something like that. But we want to see Kyrie, we want to see Steph, we want to see KD, we want to see Luka, but Ant-Man. But that's not going to happen because these dudes just got too much pride and they make too much money to do shit like that. Like back in the day, they loved the game so much that it was like Kobe did the skills competition. Kobe did the 3-point competition. Jordan did the 3-point competition, even though he was
I
horrible.
don't know. I don't think so. I think you're right about that. A lot of the names you named, I think they'll do it. Like I think Ant-Man will do it. I think Kyrie will do it. I think McCann will do it. I think Jaylen Brown. Now, when you guys said the Stephs and the Lucas, they're not gonna do it. But if you think of everybody you name, bro, they'll do that because they're the dudes who are like, nah, we do this. Like they'll do it.
Some of the that's what I was trying to name the people who I felt like would want to do.
They'll do it.
But
we don't want to see. We know LeBron ain't gonna do it, and just like LeBron didn't do it, Duncan. Like names like that, you can throw those away.
LeBron play one-on-one, his bag not deep. Like
that's what I'm saying. But like that's who people are gonna want to think they're gonna see, and it's like real hoopers. No, we're not gonna see that. We don't want to see that. Like he's not out.
It'll be like boxing, bro. Like when Floyd was out there, like you're not gonna see the matchups you really want to see, like, but you'll still get to see some dope names, like
yeah.
But I think
and that goes back to how you feel about the voting, about how when the media does the voting for MVP and all these other awards and accolades, it proves that the media doesn't always get the shit right. They don't always know who the real hoopers are. They don't always know who the coldest niggas are. They don't always know who's the best. They just know the names. It's popularity. So if somebody was to say, if Adam Silver was to do a press release and say, hey, we're thinking about considering X, Y, and Z for All-Star Weekend, of course the media is going to jump up and just name all the big names that they could think of.
Yeah.
But it's a rookie, a 2-year nigga, a 3-year nigga on somebody's roster that nobody pays attention to that would love the opportunity to do a 1v1 or a 3v3 so he could prove like, hey, like I'll go out there and bust these niggas' ass. Like I'm not no Ant, I'm not no KD, I'm not no Devin Booker, no big name, but I'm in the NBA just like the rest of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? So let me take that opportunity. Just like the dunk contest. Mm-hmm. A lot of times the dunk contest, you see niggas that play for these teams that you've never seen or heard of in your life. And that gives them that shine, that recognition to be like, oh, okay, I need to start paying attention to this nigga right here. So you add these events, you let these, you know what I'm saying, you let these young niggas get out there and rumble. And then, you know what I'm saying, that adds more shine and more attention to them.
Yeah, like to your point, like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, we knew who they was, but they boosted their fucking stock times 100 by just going crazy in the dunk contest.
Man, look at Matt McClung. Look at the hell he was until he did a dunk contest. Everybody's like, oh, Matt McClung's back. Like, what?
I ain't know. No disrespect to nobody, but he was white privileged. Like
no, but what I'm saying is like, just to Scoot's point, the profile boost that'll come from it to people who don't even know who you are will be amazing for some of these young dudes.
Yeah, I'm just saying Mac. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying Mac should never.
No, he never should have. Never should have been there.
Yeah, right.
He never should have. But he got the wreck. So yeah.
And everybody, I can't be blaming. So salute to Mac because I can't blame him because at least he wasn't scared to do it. All the NBA players was running from the joint and he's running to it. So And he should get more credit too because he's been dominating the G League, you know.
Facts.
You don't get enough
But
credit.
he was going crazy on social media prior to that though. So
Oh yeah.
when I heard his name, I knew who he was. But even going back to the dunk contest,
We hoopers.
when Mace was talking about bringing in outside people, a lot of these niggas, just like you said, Jimmy, you can name 10 niggas off the top of your head that can give anybody in the NBA a run for their money on the dunk contest shit.
No, they will kill you.
Right, a lot of their content is based off of nigga. These are dunks that were never seen in the NBA dunk contest,
Yeah, facts.
and these boys is head through the roof. They're doing double between the legs, behind the back, goddamn arms, and like they're doing crazy shit on YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and Instagram every day.
Yeah.
And that's their bread and butter, nigga. We're out here doing dunks that have never been seen before in an NBA dunk contest. From now all the way back to when Jordan and Dominique was going head up.
AKA y'all niggas can't do these dunks. Like, so we the only ones that can do these dunks. Like, not that y'all haven't done them. Y'all can't do them.
Does Ice Cube have like an All-Star weekend situation in the Big Three?
Yeah, he got a little joint, but it's like low key, I think. So if they have an all-star game.
And if I'm Ice Cube, I'm like, okay. I see these YouTube niggas, the Jordan Kilgannons and the Isaiah Revere's, like that's what Ice Cube needs to do.
Facts. I agree. That would be a great idea.
Like bring them niggas in, have a little dunk contest, whatever, and just fold your arms and sit back and look at the NBA like.
Yeah, you know what the NBA doing right now? They're scouring the internet and shit. I heard Adam Silver give a little statement acting like it's not what we're saying it is the problem. But they're scouring the internet right now to see like what's our opinions, what's everybody's opinions on.
Oh yeah, you got to.
So they're gonna try to go grab Tyler Curry and Jordan Gilcannon and all these people trying to grab this clout. When the NBA is really failing and fucking up, they're gonna be like, "Yo, we got all the the non-NBA player dunkers now, like you guys wanted. We got this now." Or they're gonna go to the 16. We got this new playoff format with the 16 teams, guys. We took away the Eastern Western Conference. So they're gonna
But
try.
they're only going to do that shit out of necessity. We've been trying to. We as consumers have been trying to get them to do that shit for the longest, even back when David Stern was commissioner. But it's like, if you do that shit now, it's going to be absolutely because for you as a company and as an organization, it's a last resort. You're not doing it because you think it's a good idea or because you're trying to please the consumer. You're doing that shit because you're running out of ideas. The ratings are low, and it's going to be an act of desperation.
Mm-hmm. Facts. All right, so let's pivot to this next topic, man. Rashad McCants, I was watching Gil's Arena the other day, one clip of it, and he said something interesting. And he said,
You always do.
What if we take the three-point line away? Then what niggas is gonna do? And then I said to myself, that would be a great idea right now. That would be so great. I would love basketball again right now with the players that they got if they took away the three-point line. And I'm not saying that the three-point line is bad. Anybody who know me know I shoot threes all day. I'm a three-point shooter. I've been shooting threes since before it was popular. But the three-point line in this era of the NBA right now is a detriment to the game because they're overusing it. They're coming down and shooting threes. The average team is shooting 38 threes right now a night, which is crazy. And the Celtics are shooting 51 threes. Was it 51 threes? Celtics are shooting 51 threes a night, bro. Now, that's horrible basketball, dog. I don't want to cut on the TV and they just every time you come down, it's a pick and roll to a three-pointer. Pick and roll to a kick to a three-pointer. Like
16, 17
drive to the basket,
order.
get all the way to the cup, kick it for the three. Because that's what I heard Ant-Man say it on one of the press conferences. They asked him why he shoots so many threes all of a sudden. He only shot like 4 threes last year and beyond. And he said, because that's what the coaches want me to do. They said, why you not going to the lane as much? And he was like, the coaches want me to shoot threes. That's what I'm going to do. Bro, and I looked it up. Ant-Man has the most made threes in the league. And he's not even known for hitting threes like that.
He's
He got the
not.
most made threes, and he's shooting 11 threes a game, bro. Now, that's why I agree with Rashad with that, and then I have my other thing that I would like to add to it. Take away the three point, even though this is never going to happen. Let's be honest, it's never going to happen, guys. But let's be hypothetical here. If they took away the 3-point line, the game would be very much more enjoyable, especially the fact that there's no bigs. So like niggas can go to the cup all day and you'll get quality jump shots, quality basketball, and you can have to mid range will come back because
Got to go back to the mid
yeah, because
range.
they're gonna sag off for your jumper. So then mid range is gonna be more open. And but the only thing I would add to the game, if they because the only reason I'm seeing take the 3-point line away, not because the 3-point line is not great, it's because y'all are overusing it. So you're making the game suck, bro. Like so Adam Silver needs to do something. He needs to change something up about this shit. And the other thing is they should bring hand checking back. Because if you without hand checking, like they changed hook hand checking out the game so they could open up the offense, which it did. Just like we was talking about, Mace, you mentioned last show with football, how they just let the offense run rampant and you can't touch the quarterbacks no more. So the numbers is out this world. With basketball, you should put the hand check back in the game, and then we'll at least see some. Just like a few years ago, remember they took away the Harden doing all of them fake little surfing for fouls. They need to make that change and add more physicality on defense. Otherwise, the game is just going to keep being the rating is going to go down and down and down. Because like Shaq said the other day, every team you cut on is the same shit. You're watching a pick and roll, drive and kick on every single team. And who the fuck wants to turn on all 30 different teams and see different shit? Last thing I'm gonna say is the thing I like about basketball and have always liked is I could cut on the Spurs and I would see Greg Popovich playing this type of ball. Cut on Mike D'Antoni, seeing him running gunning all day. Cut on Phil Jackson, see the triangle offense. We get to see different types of basketball, just like in football. You get to see different archetypes. That's what makes sports interesting. If you're not doing that, it's no longer interesting no more. But go ahead, man, get into it. Pause.
So the one thing about the whole 3-point line controversy, it is absolutely being overused. It's being run into the ground. Like as far as when you look at like middle school, high school age kids, and as far as like development is concerned, all they want to do is shoot threes. It don't matter if you're a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. All these kids see are their favorite players shoot threes, so all they want to do is shoot threes.
Yep.
No matter what position you play, because guess what? If your favorite center is Joel Embiid, 7'1", 300 pounds, one-on-one, nobody can guard this man. But what is he doing? Shooting threes. If your favorite center is Miles Turner, you turn on the TV. What is he doing? Shooting threes. If your favorite center is Domantas Sabonis, you turn on the TV. What is he doing? Shooting threes. Now, if
among other things, but they do
right, if you as a big Giannis, Brook Lopez, if you as a big, if you being able to shoot the three is a positive contribution to your offense, then by all means. But just don't overuse it. Cause like if just like you said, Ant is putting up 11 threes a game, which is like 2.5 threes a quarter. We don't want to see Giannis shooting 12, 13, 14, 15 threes a game. Like now, if they disrespecting your jumper and they leaving you open, and that's something that you've been working on in the offseason, it's something you've been working on in practice, by all means, make the defense pay for not respecting your jumper. But don't make that your bread and butter if that's not even like what you was on, if that's not even what got you where you at. You know what I'm saying? Giannis shooting threes didn't get him that championship. So I absolutely agree with you, Jay. The 3-pointer is being terribly overused.
I don't agree.
What?
I don't think that removing the 3-point line is the problem. I don't see the problem as being that it's a 3-point shot, because here's the thing. I think it's more so about the game as pivoted to being more, I guess I say, well-rounded, multifaceted. So even if you take the 3-point line away, it doesn't mean Steph Curry is going to stop shooting shots from 26 feet away. It doesn't change that. He's still going to do it because that's what he does. I don't think going, okay, now if you go, if every shot is worth 2 points, here we go. So if every shot is worth 2 points, we'll make that clear. That doesn't mean Steph Curry is going to stop shooting that shot. He's still going to shoot that shot because it's what he's done his whole career. So changing the 3-point line away from him doesn't make him now go, well, I guess I got to step 2 feet in. No, because you're a shooter, Meeks, you know how it goes. Like once you know your spots and you know how you practice this, you know this spot, 10 feet, 15 feet free throw. It doesn't change because it's worth 3 points. I think more than anything, if we want to get away from that 3-point concept, then we need to do better fundamental coaching as it goes back. I think more than anything, using the same coaching tree 50,000 times is what's breeding that situation, because you've got Mike D'Antoni and then he has 3 assistant coaches who have now assistant coaches somewhere else, and they implement this policy and it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, which is why you'll see the same coach at 5 different stops. Like, it's like, bro, not being funny, Doc Rivers, nigga, how long, excuse my language, how long you been in the league, bro? Like, how many teams are you going? He's taking that philosophy every single way. And then we could take a step less than that. You know this, you know exactly where I'm going to go with this because you know it, Meeks. These kids who be playing young ball now, they teach them what? Oh, man, you got to get 3-point shot in your bag now. Get 3-point arsenal. Don't worry about nothing. It's one-on-one. Turn on YouTube right now. It's one-on-one, 1v1, back and forth. It's supposed to be 5-on-5, but it's one-on-one. You go, I go, pulling back, shooting. That's a fundamental issue. And the problem with that is we, as the educators, are supposed to be the ones that are supposed to say, like Scoop said, hey, if they're going to leave you open, use your jumper to make them pay for it. But the problem is these dudes now, they're all trying to get to the next level themselves. They're all trying to get an NJB. I mean, not NJB no more. I'm sorry, I'm old school. We call it NJB. We call it a travel ball player who's young and who to try to get them into the high school program, to get them into a college program. And they're trying to ride these kids just like they're riding them to get to the next place, which is why these parents will take their child from place to place to place to place to place to place, just trying to get them in. It's that way in California High. If you go to Etowanda or you go to Rancho Cucamonga, be at the end of the bench in Rancho Cucamonga, sit out that 1 year, and then go over to Etowanda the next year, and then you get the chance to go. And the coach said, oh, don't worry about it. As long as you can shoot, we're good. So I don't have a problem with taking the 3-point line away. I have no problem with that. But what I think is, on a bigger scale, we need to get back to teaching the fundamentals of basketball. And I'm going to blame the system on that. I'm blaming the system more than the shot, if that makes sense. I agree. Take the 3-point line away. Every shot should be 2 points. I fully agree with that. But it's not going to change these people, these young coaches going, oh, well, don't worry about doing that because don't play in the paint because you're going to get hurt. You're more likely to get hurt posting up than pulling for a 3-pointer. And they're teaching the kids that. They got these kids coming out here who are 13 years old, 6'4" already, 6'5", and they immediately take their back away from the basket. Like, immediately, your back doesn't go to the basket. You face up all the time. That's a teaching issue. And that's what I'd like to see corrected more than taking the 3-point line away. I'd like to see that in more of a, let's start teaching them the right way to play basketball again, because we've lost that.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that portion of it. But I also think that if you take the 3-pointer line away, that would do both of those. It would automatically, Steph Curry is the guy. Of course, you can use Steph Curry. He's the best shooter that we've ever seen. But 98% of the rest of the league would have to, you would not be able to shoot them long threes like that. You would have to go to the hole or get a better shot or give it to somebody who has a better look or give it to a big man who has a mismatch or something, as opposed to pulling those threes that are going to get you, like threes are good because they're worth 3. Like, other than that, there would be not a good shot. You know what I'm saying? If there was,
I think they'd still pull it, bro. I think they'd still pull it because like I said, it's embedded in them mentally. Like, mentally, you got to think, a lot of these dudes, not being disrespectful, they can't finish. Like, they cannot finish at the hoop. They
gonna
can't.
be out the new league then if you can't get with the new times, because all you can do is shoot a 3-pointer like JJ Redick. But just like back in the day, Jerry West used to be able to, he was a 3-point shooter before 3-point shooters existed. He could shoot from a mile away, but that's just because, if you, like Scoop said, if you leave me open, I'm going to shoot that motherfucker. Like, and if I got too much space, I don't care if it's a line or not, nigga. I'm pulling that bitch. Like there don't need to be a line. I'm not even looking for a line. You see, I be pulling that bitch from right in front of half court, nigga. If you gave me too much space, I'm
You give
pulling.
me arms length, nigga, it's going up.
Yeah, I'm pulling that bitch, nigga. So it's about respect, nigga. You respect my jumper, or I'm pulling this motherfucker. And I don't need a hezzy if you gonna just let me shoot, nigga. So I don't need to go to the hole. So, but I'm saying it'll change the way people train, coach, and AAU and everything would change if the NBA was to get rid of the 3-point line, which like we said, is not going to happen. But if they were to get rid of it, it would change everything because now you have to go to the hole, and they'll only be watching. Trae Young is now going to the hole all the time, or Trae Young now is averaging 15 assists because he can't get them same shots off that he used to average. So that's all.
And speaking of the system, think about how far back you can remember where the thing was, if you can't hit an open jump shot, you're not valuable. From the small forward down to the big. Think about how long that's been the message, and how many people draft odds it's affected if they weren't capable of hitting the open jump shot, even if it was just 10 feet. That's been the thing, bro. So it's like the problem is they turned you're not valuable if you can't hit an open jump shot to okay, now let's everybody just step back to the volleyball line and start shooting from there. That's where the shit got misconstrued at.
Thanks.
Just about who's better at doing it that night.
Get your shit off.
No, we ever. I'm sorry.
Like you was just saying good shit, so I was gonna just record it. Go ahead.
No, that was all, bro. You caught at the last minute.
He was just basically saying the coaches need to be held accountable for the style of play because when you have an Anthony Edwards who, as much as I know he's getting tired of hearing the comparisons, but has that young early 80s Jordan type game where he's more so get to the bucket, get to the mid range, not so much a 3-point shooter. And then all of a sudden his 3-point shot attempts skyrockets. And they're saying, Ant, why are you shooting 3 so much? Oh, that's what my coaches are telling me to do. So even just to boil that down to why we feel like the 3-point line should go away is because these coaches need to be held accountable for instructing everybody to become 3-point shooters. Because as a player, you don't want to disrespect or undermine your coach because if you have enough respect for your coach, you're going to think, okay, well, maybe coach sees something opening up on the offensive end that I don't see. So if he tells me he needs me to do this, then I'm going to do it because I got teammates who depended on me, you know what I'm saying, to help them win games. I got a family depending on me to keep bringing that check home. So if I got to do that to keep the money coming and to keep getting my touches and get my playing time, he want me to shoot more shots. Okay, I'll shoot more shots. Versus, well, if niggas can't stop me from getting to the hole, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if I got an open shot, or if they give me an open shot, or if I just happen to find an opening, then bet I'll take that shot, but I'm not going to force it. And then just like make it a part of, I'm not going to hunt for that shot.
It's like they overly analyzed the game of basketball and they took away what it was originally about. And it's about styles. It's about we all have God-given abilities. Like right now, if us three went to the court, all three of us do certain things well. So when we get out to start playing a game against anybody, we're all going to hone in on our strengths and avoid our weaknesses through each other. And going back to the Jordan thing, Jordan didn't shoot threes, not just because he just didn't think he could shoot or he couldn't practice that shit. He could shoot a million threes a day if he wanted to. But Jordan, his God-given ability, like you said about Ant-Man, is to be super duper athletic. So it's a bailout, and I'm bailing the defense out if I shoot a 3 because I'm so athletic that I'm going to score on you niggas every time I go inside the 3-point line. I'm going to score or I'm going to the free throw line. And when you know that about yourself, I'm not about to shoot that 3 when I know I'm about to dominate. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you are going to shoot the 3 just because you might be a little tired or whatever, or they're clogging up the paint. So now they're giving me the 3. But if I'm Jordan, he didn't shoot threes because it's like y'all ain't gonna stop me from doing my regular shit. I'm gonna hit
He
a
didn't
three.
have to.
Once y'all run a good enough zone that's gonna stop me from getting to the hole, that's when I'll consider a three. Or if y'all double me and then you get the ball out of my hands, then maybe I'm gonna shoot a three. Next time I catch it, I know I gotta take whatever I can get. But it's about the archetype that the people that we are. That's why I don't like this new shit, to y'all's point, because you make an Ant-Man, a Michael Jordan into a JJ Redick. And everybody tell all the athletic dudes, hey, we need you to shoot 8 threes a game. Now nobody's using their athleticism. What is the point of them having a 50-inch vertical if you're never jumping? So that shit is dumb. Just like when we have LeBron at the top of the key running point guard, and he's 6'9", the biggest, strongest, fastest, most highest jumping nigga in the world should be slashing, and all he needs is any good passing point guard to just throw that bitch down or throw that bitch up every time. And LeBron should get a bucket dunk every time. Giannis too. So, but if we try to make Giannis and LeBron and Ant-Man into 3-point shooters, that's when y'all are fucking up basketball. That's why I don't like to watch this shit. When I gotta watch Ant-Man just come down and just never, he don't get to use his athleticism. He's just jacking up. It's like Steph Curry trying to go dunk every time. Like it doesn't make sense, nigga. Like he's going to shoot threes because that's what the fuck is his strength. So
Right, because Jordan got 32 bands, and for his career only has like 570 made threes.
yeah, all for
That's
straight.
it. That's it. That is a very small fraction of 32,000 points, my nigga.
Yeah.
So he didn't shoot them shits because he had to. He shot them shits because it's like just like the I think it was the 92 finals against Portland with the shrug game. He was like, "Hey, y'all keep giving it to me. The motherfuckers is falling." He like 8-9 of them.
And because to
He
their
was just
point,
like,
they're like, nigga, that's the only thing we can give Mike because he gonna murder us in any other way.
right.
And then when he hit them, they're like, well, shit, nigga, if he gonna hit 6 threes in the first half, nigga, we gonna lose. Like,
Now you got to pick your poison.
yeah, because you gonna get poisoned. But if you take away that 3-point line, bro, now it's gonna be what's your game look like? What's your bag look like? What's your post game look like? What's your defense look like? That's all. But like I said, wishful.
Now you have to run an actual offense.
Somebody start another league and just have no 3-point line, man. Let's just watch that, man.
You feel me?
But let's get off of that because that's too wishful thinking, man. And it'll never happen. Next topic. Let's get this one out of the way. Harden, since we're talking about all these 3-point shooters, Harden is the second greatest 3-point shooter of all time statistically. So he made, I forget how many he got, but he's the second.
He just passed. Was it Ray Allen?
Okay, yeah, he passed Ray.
Yeah, he passed Ray
Second
Allen.
most. So is this? I'll frame the question this way: is this now something? I can't even ask y'all this. I already know. I already know y'all definitely give him no respect. But is this now something that causes you to have more respect for James Harden after hearing this accomplishment that he achieved? Mace, I'll go with you first, man. Inside the hoodie.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. If you ever asked me to name the top 10 greatest shooters of all time, James Harden's name will not be on that list. Never. It will never happen. Never, ever. I don't care if James Harden hit another 596 threes in the rest of his career. Understand when I tell you, no one will mention James Harden's name as the greatest 3-point shooter of all time.
Explain why.
All right.
I don't respect him, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. Because if you went number 2, but it took you 50,000 of them to do it, like, what's the point? Like you
gotta shoot a good clip though, B.
But it's all you do.
You shoot too many, like I feel.
And you got to think. But you have to think. We also have to take into account what you said. This is during the no hand check-in era. This is during the throwback and throw your hands in the air and hope for the best era. This is for the no defense era. How many times you see him just come down and they be like, all right, we're gonna let him do that. Like,
don't forget the 4-step travel side step.
Oh man, we not exactly. So I don't hear it, bro. I'm sorry. He's not to me, when I think shooter, I think natural, pure, stroke of the ball, no homo. Reggie Miller. Hey, I'm sorry, you can hate me for it. I'll take Allen Houston over him for shooting a natural 3-point shot. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
When you think of a natural 3-point shooter, you don't think of James Harden. That's like he's like an accidental 3-point shooter. It's like, oh shit, it went in.
I give him credit. He created his own threes off the dribble. Unlike other niggas, he creates his own threes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Before you go, he is the originator of this whole era of niggas who shooting 12, 13 threes a game. He made that a thing. So that's why even when he scored average 35, 36 a game, niggas not going to respect it like when Mike and Kobe did it because you're jacking up 13 threes to do it, bro.
And 4 step backs.
I give Kobe 13 threes. That nigga hit 12 threes in the game and hit 9 in a row. If I give Kobe 13 threes a night, he's averaging 45, 50 points. But go ahead.
Easy one.
That's the question you're about to ask.
No, I'm saying, so now I see what you're saying about that. Statistically, cool, we'll go with that. Are you ever going to look at James Harden and go, damn, that boy shoots better than Reggie Miller?
Nah.
Damn, that boy shoots better than
category though.
Yeah, that boy shoots better than Ray Allen. Absolutely not. I don't care. It's not just about I know people don't understand that, but
they can't catch and shoot. So when you say
it's not just about the numbers, bro. You can jack them up, cool, but no one's gonna look at you and be like, oh, yeah, like LeBron. Like people always say, look at LeBron. Oh, he's a freak accident specimen dunker. But no one looks at LeBron and goes, oh, he's a dunker. Like, no, what I would say, oh, LeBron's passing is phenomenal. LeBron's IQ is phenomenal. No one goes, bro, LeBron's one of the greatest dunkers. No, he's one of the best power dunkers, but that's about it. So, yeah, and think about it. What they say, LeBron has the most points in NBA history, but he said it himself. I get frustrated they'll mention me as in the topic with some of the greatest scorers ever. Just because you're the number one at it, no one looks at you like you're that. So James Harden, you can be number 2 on most threes. You can probably be number 1. Beat Steph. I don't care. No one's ever going to look at you and go, yeah, he was a better 3-point shooter than Steph. It's just not just because it's not. Yeah, they're not synonymous.
If he beat Steph, they would immediately be like, well, Steph was hurt these years. Or, we would have to come up with some reason why he's not really better than Steph.
It is the truth. No, I do not.
I do have to give James Harden. The only thing I do have to give him is he, unlike the other dudes, them niggas are catch and shoot guys. So it's kind of a knock on him and a credit at the same time. He can't catch and shoot like that. He's not a catch and shoot person. He has to play on the ball, but creating off the dribble, shooting threes off the dribble, minus the travels, that nigga is a top 10 shooter off the dribble. So I put him in like with the Dames and shit the Dame type of category, but you can't even name him with Clay and Reggie. Those are catch and shoot guys.
I'm gonna tell you why I can't. You said the perfect thing, my boy, which is why I can't. You ready? Minus the what?
I forgot what I said.
Minus the travel.
Yeah, the travel, yeah.
Bro, you can't say that. Minus the travel, he
don't travel every time is what I mean. When he doesn't travel,
that's like saying minus the gloves, I can knock anything out. Minus the gloves, I'm money.
No, nigga, I'm saying when he's not traveling, he's a good 3-point shooter off the dribble.
Well, we don't know that because he's always traveling.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Look, minus the travel, he's like number 87 on the list.
That's crazy.
Nah, bro. That nigga, you don't give that nigga no credit, bro.
No, I do.
I give him a little credit. I gave him a little.
I give him credit.
With the smallest amount of credit that I gave this nigga. That's crazy.
If we're leaving the travel in, I agree. But you said it clear. Minus the travel.
Be quiet, bro. I'm done with you, my nigga. You got anything else, Scoop? We get off of this.
Talk to Scoop.
As the resident Rockets fan, seeing prime Mohawk Harden in his heyday, it was fun to watch. It was definitely fun to watch. Watch him ISO everybody to death. The sidestep 3 is one of the hardest threes to guard. The step back 3 is one of the hardest threes to guard. No matter who does it, if you can create that space to get that shot off, it's impressive when it's done correctly. You know what I'm saying? So I do blame Harden for the way everybody dances the fact that you can do a step back from the free throw line to the 3-point line and it's not travel, I do blame him for that because that's some bullshit. But to Mace's point, any family reunion, any barbecue, any barbershop, you sit around and talk about the greatest shooters of all time, James Harden's name is not coming up in that conversation. You'll hear Kyle Korver's name in that conversation before you hear James Harden.
Yeah.
So that's cool that statistically he's the second best shooter. And it was impressive that he was able to do that 90% ISO, 10% catch and shoot. Sure, because not every point guard, not every two guard, not every combo guard can master the sidestep, master the step back the way that Harden did. So it's impressive to me that he did it the way he did it. But in the conversation of the greatest shooters, you're never going to hear James Harden's name, even if he finishes his career with 20,000 made threes. You're not hearing his name over Ray Allen. Ray Allen literally has what is called the three-pointer heard around the world off of that Chris Bosh rebound.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at James Harden, and it was fun while he was doing it because the West is such a powerhouse conference, and the Rockets were always like 2 steps behind Golden State. So, I mean, to watch him do it in real time when he wore that Rockets uniform, it was a thing of beauty, man. But to see where the league has gone because of what they let him get away with is ugly, man. It's nasty work.
Yeah, he did maybe more damage than he did good for the NBA. Let's be honest about that. Especially with all the over dribbling. Like before he came, the niggas was doing, getting to your spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dribbles, and then we there, And I used to get criticized because I was dribbling too. I dribble more than normal. But that nigga dribbled the whole shot clock out, like 18 of the seconds. And then he'll go do the little Euro or the floater or the step back or the side step. So, but we can get off the James Harden.
Actually, real quick. Just to throw some, not this is actually going to further your point, Meeks, with what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Think about, and this helps it. You said it best. That's where basketball had become. When you see people, like you said, Allen Houston catch and shoot, Ray Allen catch and shoot, that's because at that time they still played a certain brand of basketball that was built that way. So people forget Ray Allen had a bag on him. Like, he had a very nice bag on him. He probably could have done a lot of what Harden did. But to your point, like you said, that's when styles were a thing. Like, styles made sense. So Ray Allen had a wonderful catch and shoot because he had a point guard. But make no mistake, you knew when he got game G shuttle with the boy had a bag on him. Yeah. We'll never know how deep Allen Houston's bag might have been because the play style that the Knicks had was you hit that corner, you hit the pass, you drop, boom, it was basketball. Yeah. Same thing with Kobe. You run the triangle offense, so you didn't need to shoot those because with the isolated formula, it wasn't a thing. Whereas we got to a point now where basketball became, as you said, Mike D'Antoni style, get down there and chuck the three up. Like, that's what we're going to do.
Running
and
gun,
James Harden benefited from
basketball.
that. So to me, it's like, it's a brand of basketball to me that's going to have the asterisk by it. Because if we universally played across the board and we told Kobe and Jordan, hey, my guy, do whatever you want. We don't care. Don't give Steve Kerr the ball. Don't give Derek Fisher the ball. You take the ball all the time, as much as you want, as when you want. In Kobe's prime, if you told him, Derek Fisher, go stand in the corner and let Kobe do whatever he wants, you think you wouldn't have made James Harden look like a fool? What James Harden did now would have been a joke.
You would have averaged triple-double back then.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that would have even been a thing back then. If they let Kobe do what James Harden did in his prime, I'm talking about Fro 8 Kobe, James Harden would have never existed because Kobe would have been doing everything he did. But he played in an era where they had Derek Fisher to go, whoa, slow it down, my guy. Hey, set the triangle. Hey, Kobe, come off the screen, come off of this. Shaq, do this and that. You had to feed the big man. James Harden was just, here you go, here's the ball, enjoy yourself.
Every possession is him. Every possession is him.
And imagine if they let Kobe have the ball every possession. It would look like Toronto every single game. That boy would have had 80 to 81 points every single game, and it would have been a joke.
Yeah, facts.
And James Harden benefited from that.
And James Harden, to your point, is like he is like hot sauce and fucking Skip to my Lou. Like
Yeah.
them was the only niggas that was in basketball life that was allowed to dribble that much and it wasn't criticized. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then James Harden came in just doing the same in between. I'm like, damn, bro, like this nigga is over dribbling like.
Bam.
And it reminds me kind of like LaMelo be doing now. He doesn't over dribble as much as James Harden, but he has the freedom to just do whatever. He's like a 2K player out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
just do whatever and just hold the ball and do whatever dribble moves. And so when you have a coach that's going to believe in you that much, then it's crazy, you know, the type of shit that you could do. But yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to see that brand of basketball at no time. Kobe wouldn't have wanted to play that type of basketball. He wanted to run the sets. He wanted to do things that equated to winning. That's why he said that James Harden was never going to win with us.
But just imagine if they would have let him do it for like 2 years straight.
I wish they would have just, you know, just so
That
they
was, and AI is proof because AI was the dribble lord back then, and even AI was like, nope, I really just need 2 good dribbles and a cross, and I'm at the thing. James Harden. It's like you and AI was like, nope, left, right, left, and that's it. James Harden, nope, I need 18 seconds. I need to confuse you enough to tire you out, and you just give up, and I throw this hoe up. Like,
yeah, Skip to my Lou played in the league, my nigga, and he
yes,
didn't
he did.
even had to play regular basketball.
Yeah, they sat Rayford down in Orlando. They had to sit that boy down too.
That shit pissed me off to this day.
Steve Francis was more of the Skip to my Lou of the league.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He got to go crazy with the sauce, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let's get on to the next topic. Every time we got to talk about LeBron and Lakers type of shit, I get like depressed, kind of like I'm like, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, let's make this topics fast, man.
You always say that, nigga. It's impossible, though. If you're being honest, it's going to be impossible. But
I'm gonna take this Laker hat off. I don't need this.
I didn't even know she had the Laker hat on, man.
Go ahead.
I saw the outline, but I didn't see it. I thought it was blanked out.
Nah, it's Laker hat.
Real Laker fan. Put the hat back on, bro, before you do this topic, actually.
I'm putting it back on. It's the LA Kings. They don't say Laker. It's the LA on this. The LA Kings.
It says the King.
Nah, it's the Laker joint, bro. Unfortunately, it's the Laker joint right now.
We find out your shit says the King with 23 on the back.
Never.
But anyways, all right, so your man LeBron got off of social media because niggas is criticizing LeBron too much, man. Let's get it out the way. Tired of looking at the LeBron criticism. He had another bad game in the G League. He shot another 2 for 11 or something like that. And now LeBron, like this tweet from Kevin Durant's manager.
The nerve. Sorry.
I gotta play the violin when you read this, motherfucker. Just tweet the little.
Please do.
The super sad joint, because this is sad to hear this tweet from my guy. Like, are you talking about the Bronny coverage in particular when you say these things? Because the Bronny coverage hasn't been just negative. It's been necessary and it's been accurate. So that's all I can say. So I'll play the first little minute of this joint, and then we'll keep it moving.
With the NBA, social media has infiltrated all levels of society, especially sports and sports media, right? However, for LeBron James, the noise has gotten too loud, and he's decided to unplug. I get it. LeBron made 2 posts yesterday on X. Let me read those to you. The first, simply saying amen to previous posts by Kevin Durant's longtime manager, Rich Kleinman, which read, quote, with so much hate and negativity in the world today, it confuses me why some of the national sports media still thinks that the best way to cover sports is through negative takes. We can all acknowledge that sports is the last part of society that universally brings people together. So why can't the coverage do the same? It's only clickbait when you say it. When the platform is so big, you can make the change and allow us all an escape from real life negativity. I, for one, find it all a waste of breath. The Olympics and the JJ and Braun show was the future of what this can and should all be. LeBron then followed up that post, simply reading, and with that said, I'll holler at y'all getting off social media for the time being. Y'all can take care. LeBron's announcement came one day after he said everybody on the internet called me a liar all the time when he said he was watching Dalton Connect's college games last year at Tennessee.
LeBron is. I believe he's right. There's a lot of weak ass people on social media.
Oh, shit, boy. Shit, man.
Hit me. Let me have last on this topic because I need a few seconds. Go ahead. I want to go.
Hey, man. This should not be this should be an easy topic to get through, bro. Scoob, you go ahead. Go first, dude. How you feel, man?
I mean, as a father, I get it. That's your son. You got to stand on business. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your kids, from the father's perspective, I get it. Cool. Now,
Hold
from
on.
the basketball aspect, though,
Good.
no matter how much money you got, no matter how many rings you got, no matter how many accolades you got, no matter how much money, no matter how much fame you got, no matter how much pull you got, you as a father can do everything in this life to put your children in position to be successful. Once you put your children in position, they still have to do the work. LeBron James cannot put on a Lakers jersey and play basketball for Bronny James. Bronny James has to go out there and produce. So when he doesn't produce, it makes it appear as though LeBron James physically put him in positions that he does not deserve, put him in places that he did not deserve when he doesn't produce. So, and this isn't specific to LeBron James and Bronny. Me personally, I would say this about anybody. Just because you are a champion, future first ballot Hall of Famer, legend, doesn't mean that just because you can point a finger and place your children into professional sports, they still have to get out there and do the work. They still got to put the time in. They still got to have the work ethic. They still got to grind. They still have to make a name for themselves and play basketball or whatever sport it is at the highest level. Bronny is not playing basketball at the highest level. Bronny is not playing basketball on a level that people were painting a picture that he was going to be playing once he got to the NBA. We are only giving our fair assessment of his productivity or lack thereof.
What does this say? Read that, Scoob.
Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today. Shit, lightweight, hilarious. And let's say that's true.
No,
let's say I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Right.
Let's say that is a 100% factual statement. Bronny has not shown us that. Nothing about his numbers, nothing about his play can back the words that are coming out of his father's mouth, and that's the problem.
And but he said it though. He said it before he got to the league. So obviously, it's just like if I go out to the court right now and say, "Hey, on my mama, I'm finna beat everybody in here, nigga. Nobody's scoring today, nigga. It's finna be 30-0 for the first 2 games, nigga. I'm telling you right now." And then I lose the games. And I expect niggas not to be like, "Nigga, get your bitch ass off the court, nigga. You said you was gonna win 30-0 with your sorry ass." Like,
and you got scored on first play of the game.
First play, nigga, everybody scored on me, and I didn't even get to 30. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I expect nobody not to talk shit. Obviously, everybody's finna go crazy on you. And then LeBron just took his ball and went home by saying, "I'm getting off social media." When you're the one talking all heavy on social media, ain't nobody ask you to tweet this shit. Ain't nobody ask you to say Bronny was that nigga. Ain't nobody asked you to say nothing. You could have just kept it humble. Carmelo don't say nothing crazy about his son. He just let his son game do the talking. You know, Gilbert too. Gilbert doesn't say anything about his son. His son's just
and Elijah be going crazy.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. Like, but when you want to just boast and brag and you're full of ego all the time, you had to go out there and write a check that Bronny's ass can't cash. That's all. When LeVar was talking shit, he knew Lonzo was gonna go out there and back it up. He knew LaMelo was gonna back it up. He didn't think Jello. He wasn't so he didn't get the Jello brag, but
Jello
I
off the
agree.
court affected his ability to be on the court.
Yeah,
Very
and
true.
he said Jello was, he said everything he was gonna do. He can't be right about everything. He was 2 out of 3 from the field, nigga. So 66%.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I don't it's just corny. Like it's just corny. The man getting off social media. Nobody gives a fuck, man. Nigga, get your ass go get off social media, nigga. Nobody cares, bro. You if you decide to not be on social media tomorrow, that goes for anybody. Nobody cares, yo. Like nobody, if you're gonna, no one gives a fuck if you're gonna type on your phone tomorrow, nigga, and use your thumbs on your phone. I don't care. Nobody really cares. We doing the topic because it's funny. Like, and y'all niggas are going to like give LeBron a pass for writing checks and then not being there to cash them. But go ahead, Mace, get your shit off, B.
Um, you know, I had a whole thing lined up. So I wanted to say some things in a deeper level than my brothers have chose to say here today. But I'll keep it easy. I don't have a problem with the LeBron situation. LeBron makes me no, never mind. I don't care. Bye, disappeared. No one cares. I'm going to go in a deeper rooted issue here for you guys, if you don't mind taking a trip with me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what was the first line that what's his name? Kleinman. What's his first name?
You talking about the
Rich Kleiman.
Rich Kleinman. What is the first line in Rich Kleinman's tweet?
With so much hate and negativity in the world today, it confuses me why some of the national sports media still think that the best way to cover sports is through negative takes. What you're about to give right now, Mace?
That's beautiful. I fully agree.
And we didn't address the tweet. We just went in on the LeBron, Bronny, dad and son situation. But we'll leave the tweet for you, man. Go crazy.
There's a lot of negativity in the
alarming.
world. There's a lot of negativity in the world. I do agree with that. And there's a lot of negative people who say some negative, disgustingly dirty things online. Hey, who's his client again?
KD.
Good old Kevin Durant. Easy money sniper. Kevin Durant had a fake Twitter account where he was bashing fans, where he was bashing this game. He was bashing people around him. He was not being clear. We're going to look this up. And don't worry, I'm going to say some of the files. He, to my knowledge, I believe told someone to suck his dick online. So we're going to talk about negativity and hate, but you're not going to point out that your client has been literally in the midst of nothing but negativity and hate online to the point where people recommended he get off social media because he was too sensitive, and his response to being sensitive was you all. Like, that's what we're gonna do.
He was defending himself, man. I don't know.
But it's the audacity of you to make that statement as Kevin Durant's agent and representative when Kevin Durant literally was hiding behind a fake account talking about a bunch of different people. But now you want to get out here and talk about, oh, with all the hate in the world, well, where was Kevin Durant? You guys want to see something funny? Go Google Kevin Durant versus Michael Rappaport. You'll lose your mind. You lose your mind at some of the things Kevin Durant said to that boy. And you know what I'm talking about. That man said some crazy things. Go look at Kevin Durant's beef with
years ago, man, playing devil's advocate.
Go look at Kevin Durant's beef with Kendrick Perkins. That's not too far ago. They went left. They went very, very left on each other. So my thing is not about the LeBron. It's the audacity of you to make that statement knowing damn well Kevin Durant is sitting at home on his phone going, y'all can eat it. It's like that's the craziest thing in the world to me. It's almost like, how dare you talk about someone being a certain way yet defending them because they pay you? I feel like that's stupid. And I feel like that makes you a hypocritical POS. Like, it really, really doesn't. I don't care about LeBron. I'll be one better. I guarantee if LeBron didn't send a tweet out for 3 weeks, there wouldn't be a lot of people going, oh, man, is LeBron okay? Yeah, he's okay because you can watch him play basketball.
Right.
That no one cares. So I just find that really stupid. I'm not trying to come at KD because Lord knows if KD will get KD is he's
It's gonna
sensitive.
be in your DMs, nigga.
He'll hop eyeball Mace, catch me on any social. Don't get it confused. You don't jump my DMs because them hoes are fly online. I play if you want to be funny, I'll be hilarious. I promise you. Like, don't do that to yourself. So, but what I'm saying is the nerve of you to say something that stupid, that logical, but have someone so stupid behind you who has contributed to all of that hate, to contribute to all that negativity, who has literally told fans the worst things they can say. He's literally got online and talked down to fans about, yeah, that's why you broke. You work a 9 to 5, take your ass to work. It's like, damn, bro, like, but you want to talk about negativity? You want to talk about doing ugly things online, but your client is one of the ugliest people online that you can imagine. So much he cowardly hid behind a fake profile to talk about, to defend himself and talk about stuff. I'm not trying to be rude, but that is a cowardly act, bro. Like, what do you call?
I don't
What would you
disagree
call?
with that, but I don't agree with your full premise though. It was cowardly to do it, but from his perspective, it's just because we're going off of every other athlete that don't respond to nobody. If he was like picking fights and bullying people, then I see what you're saying. Because and some of those he was. No, don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them people they were shitting. No, all of them people, Mace, was shitting on him, bro. They were all shitting on him for basketball reasons, and they were coming at him personally, most of them, and calling him a bitch and all that shit on social media. And he was responding to him. So I'm just saying, like, you can't be he's not it's not spewing hate if I'm getting hated on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
No,
responding.
it's still spewing hate. That's false.
He's sensitive, but the nigga didn't start
That's false, bro. It's still spewing hate. Just because you say something to me doesn't mean I have to return a favor to you. That puts me in spewing hate. If you call me a BAN and I say, you know what, that's cool, God bless you, and go about my life, I didn't spew hate. You brought me into doing something hateful. You always have the choice in your life to do something. Now it doesn't make
you though. You can't blame somebody for not taking the high road because you
yes, you can, because you're always in control of your own emotions, bro. Like that's a fact, and we teach that to our kids.
Yeah,
that's a factual
NBA player
statement.
with
So we
trillions
can't,
of people talking shit to him all day. I'm saying, well, he's
but
not
you're
ready.
always in control of what you say and what you do. That's the only thing you control in the outcome. If me and you get into an argument and we stand in front of each other, you want to throw a punch. Only thing I control is if I hit you back or not. Now I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. You're right. You're going to hit me back. That's cool. But you can't hit
I'm not
back.
gonna call you violent though if you swing on me after I swung on you first. I'm not gonna call you violent, nigga. Like I'm the violent one, nigga. I made you be violent. Yes, you could have not been violent.
No, you can't make me be violent.
And it can still be looked at as something.
No, bro, you can't make me be violent. That's what you're missing.
That's what I'm saying.
You cannot make me do anything.
If you don't be violent, but that doesn't make the next person you better than the next person who chose to swing on the nigga who instead of taking the high road.
Yeah, I know, and that's fair. That's what I'm saying. I'm not denying that he can jump out the window all he wants to. All I'm saying is, how can you sit here and say with so much negative hate that's done online and so much disgusting stuff when your client is literally a person who has been online doing disgusting things, and not only that, even Steven said has benefited and profited off of these things of the online media situation. But now you're like, let's do better, let's be better. Well, we should all be better, I agree. But don't act like it's just us, the media, doing it when your client is a person who does it and has done it numerous times, and act like he just doesn't exist. But let's all be better now. It wasn't better when he was cashing off it.
Yeah, I can't speak on behalf of every person he DMs because I've seen regular content creators be like, yeah, Kevin Durant even DM'd me and cussed me out for talking shit. So I'm not gonna say that. But every person that I've seen that him shit on, if you look at their messages, they were shitting on him too. That's all they did him first.
Because everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants their Fenty fans fame. And he knows that. He's not stupid. They do all the time. Mike Tyson went through it. They will deliberately try to pull you out just for 5 seconds of your attention and just be like, yeah, I got. They do mix.
They do it to us.
They do it to you online all the time. Yeah. They just want you to respond so they can screenshot you and be like, look what I got. Look what I got Jimmy to do on the iBall network.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you. And what do you say at the end of it? Man, I shouldn't even gave that nigga no clout, bro. I shouldn't even gave that to him.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
But my thing is that Kevin Durant.
Good.
Hold on, real quick. Let's go real quick. Yeah. My thing is that Kevin Durant. I see what you're saying, but in comparison to what we're talking about, what LeBron actually did, Kevin Durant doesn't do that. Kevin
No.
Durant doesn't go gloat online and say I'm the best nigga in the world, or say, "Oh, my little homie gonna be better than all y'all next year," and then he's not there to back it up, or running off social media. It's. I'm not saying it's respectable to the way he's acting sensitive online, but it's more respectable than a nigga who's talking shit and then go and hide, throwing rocks and hiding his fucking hand and run off social media as soon as shit ain't going so well. You know,
Well,
at least Kevin
technically, he
Durant is
did
gonna
that.
stand on.
KD did that too because he was hiding behind a fake profile doing the same thing until he got caught.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he has a publicist, bro. Like he can't tweet from his regular account, fam. So don't tweet at all. He should have just not tweeted at all. But LeBron is just gonna get off social media after he was just gloating and talking shit. KD wasn't gloating and talking shit. KD's quiet, and then everybody's bullying him, if you're being honest. And then he's like, bro, I'm about to create a burner account so I can talk shit to these niggas because I'm Kevin Durant. I can't talk shit from my regular account because they're gonna flame me up for going at regular niggas. When that's what
just to get caught and get.
What you would have said if he was just going at regular niggas from his Kevin Durant account? Would you have been
He's
like,
doing it now, is he not?
sensitive?
Is he doing it
He
now?
should have did that from day one.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
I'm just saying he got his shit off. That I don't agree that he should have did it the way he did it, but nigga, he should be able to defend himself when all he gets is hate. His throwing direction. He never even says anything.
Right, and he's doing that now. He's defending himself fully, and that's legitimate. It's up. But what I'm saying is, you're right. That's what should have been happening from the whole time. And I'm with you, LeBron. LeBron is a different case. Like I said, we don't have no. I'm just saying for his manager to make that statement, but to act like it's this. He's like, oh, how dare you guys be so ugly? And meanwhile, Kevin Durant's in the back, like, what you mean, y'all? Like, yeah, like you too, my boy. Like,
my bad.
You are a problem too.
You about to say something?
No, but part of the reason why KD had to create the burner is because if we being honest, when you have that much status, and when you have when you're a celebrity, when you're an A-lister, when you're a superstar in your respective sport, when it comes to having an agent, when it comes to having a team, when it comes to P&R, they're going to coach you not to do certain things. I see people on the internet joke about Ant all the time, and they say this nigga has no media etiquette because he literally just says the first thing that comes to his mind and deals with it after the fact. So you have these people put in place to tell you, hey, don't do this, don't say this, or say this, but don't say it like this. Facts. So KD, I'm pretty sure he was frustrated because he probably had on the black Air Forces from day one, but he was like, but I can't do certain things because I don't want to get penalized. I don't want to get fined. This, that, and third. All right, bet. The best way for me to get my get back, and I'll take the heat for it later. Let me make this burner and start returning fire.
I can't give you that
from his regular account on accident. Though he would have never took.
But
the reason I can't give you that.
But to your point, Mace, just like you said, nobody can make you do anything. If a nigga step on my shoe and I say something profane because it hurts, the nigga who stepped on my shoe didn't make me curse. I chose to curse. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you an apple, but then when people squeeze you, orange juice come out. You know what I'm saying? So in that respect,
pause.
Can't nobody make you do or say anything in response to what they did to you. However you respond is how you chose to respond.
Right. And they do have those publicists, you right, who do all that stuff. And I guarantee you, if Kevin Durant said, you know what, y'all, I'm about to make a burner account, defend myself, his publicist would have said, I wouldn't do that if I was you, because that's not going to work out for you. But he didn't do that. He said, F that. I'm putting the black forces on. I'm stepping. And
because he knew if he said, I want to load the clip, he already knew everybody's going to give him the pushback. He said, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah. And he went ahead and he loaded the clip behind the Kenny Lewis mask. Shout out to me. You know what I'm talking about. He went with the Kenny Lewis mask and he thought he was going to shoot. And somebody said, ain't that Kevin Durant? Nah, it ain't Kevin Durant. What you talking about? Just to be like, yeah, that's Kevin Durant.
Is
He's
it
like,
Raymond? No, nigga, this ain't Raymond.
yeah, no, this ain't Raymond. This ain't Raymond. This is like, bro, like it's nigga. I know it's you, Raymond. Like,
But from one human to another, I understand you can only take so much, bro.
facts.
Like it's literally people on the internet right now saying, why does Kevin Durant not have any kids? Nigga, why does that matter?
Right.
Agree. And let's do that.
Why does he have a significant other? Why doesn't he have a family? I'm like that. That's the way he chooses to live his life.
Get off my D, dog. Get off.
That's how he chooses to live his life. Like, why is so? I mean, when you
there's
got
a bunch of
saying,
weirdos online. There's hella weirdos online.
So
and
when all you want to do is suit up and hoop and be the best hooper, but you got to worry about social media deep diving into your love life, which doesn't matter. It's like, bro, after a while, it's like you can't just sit back and just continue to not say nothing.
I feel you, and like I said, from one human to another, this has nothing to do with that. I fully agree with that. And let's be clear, I will never in my life understand the scrutiny Kevin Durant is under. I will never understand the level of fame that he's going through. Digging it, I'm the whole hanging outside his mama door, just trying to get an interview with her to talk about him. I will never understand that. So I can't even sit here and act like that. The only thing I can say, and this is a factual thing, and I will stand by this. You said it best, Scoop. In the end result, no one can make you do anything you don't want to do. As a human, you can jump however you want to. You feeling froggy, you feeling leap. My thing is this. From your standpoint, you're right. If that was your feeling and you were going to jump, you jumped. You jumped behind the Twitter and said everything you wanted to say, and then you failed. And now you said, well, now I might as well be the villain since everybody knows me as a villain, and now you swinging on everything you get. Understood. Their middle bound wasn't necessary because you're swinging for the fences the whole time. Like, just for you to have to make some stupid fake apology later and be like, you know what, that was really immature of me, I apologize. But now that the real dog is out, you're like, wait a minute. It's like, what is going on? And that's all I'm saying, bro. And that's it. I'm not defending. We can agree. There's a gang of goofy people online who gonna pick, poke, prod at you just to get your attention. And you can only take so much. Factual. But your manager saying, oh man, there's so much hateful speech in the world online and people saying the dirtiest things online. And then you Google KD Money Sniper 25 and then tweet says, suck my dick, you po nigga. Like, what are we supposed to say to that?
That's like saying that's like saying you have an issue with people who dye their hair and have a million tattoos and you got Dennis Rodman standing behind you.
Yeah, so and I think the last thing I'm gonna say too about the Rich Kleiman tweet, like, bro, are you conflating Kevin Durant and Bronny? Like, what are we doing here? Because Kevin Durant, him getting negative coverage is one thing, and Bronny getting negative coverage is another. Bronny, there's nothing positive to give him coverage about because he doesn't do anything on the court. So outside of D-Rodin, that's LeBron's son, what else positive do y'all have to say?
No.
So when you suck, I'm not saying he sucks. When you're playing horrible, I ain't trying to disrespect him, that's all I'm saying. When you're playing horrible basketball, motherfuckers is going to say that. That's what when Jordan have a bad night, the nigga didn't go to sleep and wake up the next morning, first thing he do is read the fucking paper, nigga. Like, because he knows it's not going to be a good story about him shooting 3 for 25. Like, so that's what's going to happen. So I don't like this. Let's D-Rod everybody because it's sports. It brings people together. Bro, shut the fuck up. Bro, sports brings it together, but it's competition, dog.
It's supposed to be, yes.
That's what sports is. So yes, it's competition. And when it's time for us to cry and hold hands, that's what we do. And when it's time to come together, that's what we do. And when it's time to criticize and get people, hold people accountable, that's what we do. That's what sports is. So
I'm gonna tell you what I think happened real quick. My last thought.
Terry Clough.
Last thought. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. And I don't care what anyone says. We speak the real hair at iBall. LeBron is an opportunist, and if you don't see that by now, you're crazy. LeBron's an opportunist. This is what he is. I think KD's agent just put some real stuff out because you know what I'm saying. His assessment isn't wrong. We're not going to get into that. His assessment is dead on correct. And I think LeBron took that moment to be like, hey, man, brother, you know what? You absolutely right. So I'm going to go ahead and hop offline to support your cause. But the whole time he was really taking the scapegoat out from what he already put himself in by saying dumb stuff like Bronny's better than half the dudes in the NBA right now. You can insert Bronny in the league right now. And he took this out right now to be like, I'm going to head out. Peace out, y'all, because there's too much negativity. No, you're trying to make two things connect that weren't supposed to connect. KD's, like you said, KD's hate, KD's warranted, KD stuff that he goes through is not the same as Bronny's. And you're trying to take the whole thing, a minute situation of KD being hated on and going, you know what, as the world, we hate each other. So let's just get out of here. I'm not going to support this. No, you don't want to keep having to swallow that pill about your son being trash. Not that, I didn't say it. I'm just saying the world's phenomenal, that your son's trash. And you took this moment to be like, let me exit stage left since everybody else is exiting too. Like, that's what he did. He snuck out, and that's real.
Yeah, like you said, he's trying to conflate the situations. At the end of the day, that tweet was like 2 months old, by the way. So everything you just said, that nigga, you reaching that hard that nigga went and, hey man, let me look at what did Cuz say 2 months ago, man. Well, yeah, Rich, 2 months ago, yeah, man.
That's piggyback off of that.
Amen, brother.
That's why I'm getting off, because 2 months ago he said this and I feel it. Bro, that don't make
sense. Right here 2 months ago, baby.
But and then you're talking about accountability, and Gil's Arena is showing us that, because as much as Rashad is trying to keep it a buck about Bronny, and then Gil is saying it don't matter. Because when was the last time you seen a 55th pick that got this much limelight because of his name? Like, he got the name, so he gonna get the limelight, he gonna get the shine, this, that, or third, woo woo. And it's like, it's time to keep it a buck, bro. Like, I don't care how cool you are with LeBron. I don't care if LeBron put money in your pocket. Like, your son is not playing basketball at a high level, and it needs to be said, because it would be said about anybody else.
When last time we saw a 55th pick, Gilbert, who got a guaranteed contract for $5 million and can't even play good in the G League.
Well, Dalton Connect has hit 9 threes, 37 points a game because of that. Oh, I do one better. You see the way they did Shaq's son? Shaq's son don't get that. They sent that boy packing. He back down in the G.
Scottie Pippen Jr. Played 3 years in college and still went undrafted and had to play his way into the Lakers, and still got cut from the Lakers and had to play his way into the Grizzlies role. And same thing with Dalton Connect. Had to do 3 years in college. Did he do 3 years in college? Yeah, 3 years at Tennessee. Yeah, so all for them to Dalton Connect gets no attention. And to your point, LeBron put this tweet out on the same night that Dalton Connect did 37 points.
Dropped 37. Threes. And it's like, no matter where you get picked, you still got to hoop. IT was the dead last pick in the draft. IT was picked 60. And he got it out the mud.
And you really
like if you never knew who Isaiah Thomas was, and you never knew that he got picked last, you would have never guessed in a million years that this nigga was pick number 60, the dead last pick. Because the way he went out there and produced and played basketball at a high level, it didn't matter where he got picked. It only mattered that he got picked.
Actually, let me see something. You just
so you're the 55th pick. Cool, you got picked. It don't matter. You still got a hoop, my nigga.
He's not. He's the 55th pick with the biggest quotes I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's not a real 55th pick. That's all. That's the problem here. If he was actually a 55th pick, we wouldn't have to say all of this shit, because he would have been to the G League so fast, you know. And then even when he went to G League, he would at least been balling out. You know, it's niggas that didn't get drafted or who are killing the G League.
Yeah, like for instance, I give the dude love. I don't even like Draymond. I think Draymond's a bozo. I'm not gonna front you. However, Draymond was taken the second round. He was a 35th pick, and he got it out the mud. Hate him and love him. He found a skill set he was good at. I'm gonna lock in, bite this mouthpiece, play hard body defense, and do the. And he got it out the mud. I don't like it, but he did. And meanwhile, it's like, but Bronny just don't got to get it out. Never mind the mud. He don't got to get it out the sand. He don't got to get out the anything.
My man playing 30 minutes and shoot and making 2 shots and having like 6 turnovers, dog.
But like Ryan Clark said, but you still got the audacity to say, I'm not traveling with the team. I'm not staying at the damn at the courtyard.
I'm not flying commercial.
Like, that's what if LeBron is on social media, because y'all saying stuff like
what
that?
What have you done to make these kind of claims, bro?
Well, according to Gil, it don't matter. According to Gil, it don't matter. He's his dad. My dad is LeBron. That's why.
When Savannah
finna
gave birth
rookie-
to him, that's what happened.
You ain't finna rookie haze me. I'm not picking up nobody's bags. I'm not doing no donut runs, no nothing, because my dad is LeBron James.
Yep.
No, you got to earn that. When Kenyon Martin sat on that couch and said that they didn't do that shit to him, it's because it was the way he carried himself, bro.
He would
When
beat
Stack
y'all.
5 said the same thing, it's like, bro, it's like rookie or not. When you can detect somebody's energy, you know who you can play with and who you can't.
Imagine
So
Ronnie coming to the G League team and acting like he that nigga to all them niggas that are way better than him.
And you 2 for 11.
Imagine a nigga coming on your team playing 30 minutes, hitting 2 shots, and he acting like he better than you every day. That's tough, bro. But let's get off of that, man. Let's get out of here, bro. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like I said before. Make sure you hit that like button if you appreciate the content, man. Make sure y'all share the video. Stream us on all the podcast platforms. And make sure you hit the comment section if you got any gripes or anything you agree with, don't agree with, anything you want to say, hit us in the comments, man. Our social media is on the screen, so follow us on social media also. And any last words, my G's?
We up, man. Appreciate the tune in.
Salute, man. Episode
93 under the belt.
Yep. Almost to 100. We out of here, man. iBall Network Podcast, man. Appreciate you. Salute.
Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Yeah. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Yeah. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah. That's what they call us. When I call brothers, it's the iBall brothers. Yeah, loyalty, love, and respect. That's what I call brothers. Yeah, you can see us. Use your eyeballs, brother. Mason the place, heating shit up. Man, that's what I call the summer. Scoop in the loop, shutting shit down. Yeah, that's what I call a plumber. Yeah, my stock gon' come up. Y'all niggas not gon' come up. Cause y'all too politically correct. Y'all better get at me direct. Shit black and white and I'm like the refs. Cause if you get at me, it's text. Flurries in the spot. Shit littered in a candle. Curry with the shot. Kyrie with the handle. Yeah, claw with the hands. Maul a nigga like Shaqadoo. Showtime like McAdoo. Don't make me show him what the McAdoo. Speaking of Max, shout out to Tracy. Niggas never gonna replace me. Introverted like Westbrook. I just need some fucking spacing. I just need someone that's racy, not someone that's fucking hasty. You wonder why these niggas hate me? Ain't no point to even diagnose it. Being humble, that's how I approach it. You the cause of this entire whole shit. You can't fix it if you try to coach it. This the wave of the entire ocean. All that fake shit you could try to cope with. God mentally, science focus. Yeah, God mentally, science focus. Yeah, salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah, that's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. That's what they call us. Salute to the ballers. Yeah, that's what they call us. Salute to the ballers.